Chapter 22. They were just getting into the car when Andrew's phone rang. "Hi, Mom," he answered. "I'm calling with good news," she said, her voice warm and urgent. "Lily is in town and she is bringing Carmen for a few hours while she sorts some things out. Would you like to come by? I'm sure she would love to see you and Lily doesn't mind." "I'm sorry, but I can't right now. There's something I need to take care of first. I'll come by as soon as I can." "Don't be selfish, Andrew. Your daughter hasn't seen you in ages, and who knows how long Lily will let her stay with me. I think you should come. Whatever you are doing can wait." Andrew didn't answer right away. He missed Carmen more than he could admit aloud, and the guilt his mother's words stirred up made his chest tighten. "I'm coming," he said quietly and ended the call. "Everything all right?" Shara asked, watching him. He didn't respond. "Your mother is right," she said after a beat. "You should go. The body will still be in the morgue in a few hours." Andrew gave her a puzzled look. "She's not exactly quiet on the phone," Shara said, answering the unspoken question. "Come on, I'll drive you." She wanted to meet his mother anyway, get a sense of who she was, maybe learn something more about Andrew that she couldn't find in files. Andrew nodded and she started the car. He wanted to see Carmen desperately, but frustration lingered beneath the surface. He'd been hoping to speak to Dr. Mora to get some answers. Now more than ever, since the killer had contacted him, he wanted to move quickly, prove he could catch whoever was doing this. "I don't think whatever is going on here has anything to do with your father," he said quietly, almost as if thinking out loud. "I've considered that," Shara replied. "The killer could have copied elements from our case, but the similarities end there. I think we're dealing with someone entirely different." "I'm sorry." "For what?" Shira looked at him, surprised. "I know you were hoping this would lead you to the people who killed your father." She didn't respond. What could she say? Silence was easier. Let him take from it what he would. Eventually she would have to lie to him anyway. When Shira pulled into the driveway, Andrew hesitated a moment, then turned to her. "Do you want to come in?" Shira opened her mouth to decline, but Andrew added, "If you don't, my mother will just send me back out to get you." That made her smile faintly. She nodded. They got out of the car and walked up to the house. As soon as Andrew opened the door, hurried footsteps echoed from inside. "You're here!" his mother called out, appearing in the hallway, only to stop short when she saw Shira. Her pulse spiked immediately. Shira felt it. Fear. Not subtle nor instinctive, but something deeper. The woman was terrified of her. But why? "This is Shara Black," Andrew said, moving toward his mother and kissing her on the cheek. "My new partner." "What happened to Matthew?" his mother asked, trying to keep her tone neutral. "Personal stuff," Andrew said, not meeting her eyes. "Is she here yet?" "Not yet, but any minute now. Come in." She looked at Shira again, visibly trying to compose herself. "I left something on the stove. I'll join you in a moment." She disappeared into the kitchen. Andrew gestured for Shira to follow him into the living room. It was small but crowded with furniture, a cozy, lived-in space. The walls were covered in framed photos. A brown-haired boy, small and bright-eyed, smiling in every picture, sometimes alone, sometimes with a slim blonde woman with kind green eyes. His mother. There were photos of him at school, at graduation, in a police uniform, clutching his diploma, hugging his mom. Then one with a striking red-haired woman holding a little girl with dark curls and a radiant smile. Andrew's family. It was an unexpectedly intimate glimpse into a life she knew little about. She was pulled from her thoughts by the sound of a car stopping outside. Shara moved closer to the window and gently pulled the curtain aside. The red-haired woman from the photo, Lily, got out of the car. Then came the little girl, Carmen. Finally, a tall blonde man stepped out. Shara stiffened. She couldn't see his face clearly, but she didn't need to. The moment he stepped onto the driveway, her instincts screamed. He wasn't human. "I need to use the bathroom," she said quickly, turning to Andrew. "First door on the left, down the hall," he said, rising to show her. She nodded and followed him. As soon as she stepped inside, she heard the front door open and the sound of Carmen calling out to her father. Shara didn't hesitate. She opened the small window, slipped through it, and landed softly in the backyard. From her angle, she saw the blonde man getting back into the car. She crouched low behind a hedge, waiting until the car disappeared down the street before hurrying to her own vehicle. Once inside, she pulled out her phone and called Andrew. He didn't pick up, so she left a message. "Sorry, had to run. I'll see you later at the station." Then she remembered she'd promised to call Gabe. "Gabe, it's me." "Ah, Shira. I was just about to call you. I'm going to be a little late, but I'm on my way." She frowned. "Late for what?" "I'll see you in the park," he said, then hung up. Shira blinked at her phone, baffled. What the hell was he talking about? She started the car, pulled out fast enough to draw honks and curses from the car behind her, and headed straight for Rose Park. It was growing dark by the time she arrived. She parked in the first spot she found. As she reached for the door handle, someone opened it from the outside. She jumped, pulling her weapon instinctively. "God, you scared me," she hissed, tucking the gun back in. "You and me both," Gabe said, eyeing her with a half smile. "What's going on?" "Why did you ask me to come here?" "I think Sakura found out I've been digging into Andrew." Her expression sharpened. "Were you careless?" "On the contrary. You know me. I'm always discreet." "Then how?" "I overheard Craven talking to Maria. I think your phone's being tapped." "My phone?" "I can't say for sure, but I'd bet 99.99% on it." She frowned. "Why would he do that?" "Because Sakura does this kind of things. If he suspects something, he'll listen in. Maria told me, never mind how. Point is, if there's something you don't want him to know, don't say it on the phone." "You were right to tell me in person," she said. "Now, what did you find out about Andrew?" "The guy's cleaner than a saint. Model student, loyal cop, nothing shady. I even had someone do field research, came back with nothing." "What about his parents?" "That's where it gets interesting." "Go on." "His mother checks out. Daughter of a priest, raised Andrew alone. Father's not in the picture." "Why not?" "Because he died 50 years before Andrew was born." Shara stared at him. "So the name's fake." Gabe nodded. "As far as I can tell, Andrew searched for his father but didn't find anything. Whoever the man was, he covered his tracks well. It took a lot of digging to find this out." "You're lucky to have friends willing to do the dirty work," she muttered. "And you're lucky to have me," Gabe said with a grin. "I can't exactly do fieldwork myself anymore. Not with all the responsibilities at the nest. Everyone wants a piece of me now." Shara wasn't listening anymore. He'd told her everything he knew. Now he was just rambling. But her thoughts were racing. From the beginning, she found Andrew to be a bit off. She wasn't sure then, but now it made sense. Her father could have been a vampire, which would make Andrew one as well. If this was right, why did his father leave? Especially knowing the dangers of transformation. Most novices didn't survive without guidance and blood. Had he truly abandoned Andrew? Or is he watching from the shadows, waiting for the right time? It didn't make sense. Not for a Saravian, and certainly not for an Ashari. Neither clan would leave their offspring like that. So why had he done it? Why would he leave his child to face transformation alone, possibly even death? "I should go," Gabe said, breaking her trance. She hadn't even noticed him open the door and leave. Shira leaned back in the seat, her mind still spinning. She needed to talk to Andrew's mother. She needed to know if her theory was right. And judging by the look the woman gave her earlier, Shara was almost certain it was.